Hi, this is Stephanie from Tomatoes House of Rock, and I'm going to show you how to play a walking bass line. So we're going to use our left hand, and let's do this in the key of C. There's basically two things you want to think about when you're starting a walking bass line. The first concept is just going to be outlining the chords. And so that could be as much as just, if we're in the key of C, our first chord is just going to be C, E, G. So that's already, we've got one sound there. You may want to add in the 7 as part of your outline. So you're going to kind of hear that sound starting to develop. So that would be in C. Then if we go to our 4 chord, that would be the F, so we could outline the F then. If we were to put just those together with nothing else yet, we may need to add some repeat notes, and repeat notes can be really effective, again, in kind of pushing the groove forward, because if I just played 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, I still have a whole extra beat before I have to get to the F. So if I just add an extra repeated C at the beginning, we should be all good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the repeated note can really help you. You may want to add the repeated note if you're getting close to your target note you know that you're going to, and you feel like you're running out of notes for beats, just throw in a repeated note. So that might sound like. So you can slip in that extra repeated note almost wherever you need it. It is really effective when you put it sort of at the front of your phrase, especially if you hit it on a root note. It really helps. So that's one thing. If you can just get through the changes, and just to show you, just so we don't forget the 5 chord we have right there. So get your hand used to just outlining the chords to start. So once that feels comfortable, we can think about the second idea, which is simply getting from one root note to the next one. So I know I have a certain amount of beats. For us right now, the first couple of beats that we're going to do in our blues form, we'd have about 1 measure on C to get us to F. So I need to somehow get from C to F. And so a lot of times you can just add in, you can just literally climb right up. So, right? Because that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and there you are at F. So it's good to practice that. Find a couple different approaches for the chords you know that you're going in between. So that's the going for our C right now, right? Just straight up. And I threw in 1 half step there, right? I threw in our D sharp or the E flat. Sometimes those just can be as effective as the repeated notes when you need a little extra to carry you over. So there's a good line to get us from the C to the F. Let's see how to get from the F back to the C. So we're here. We need 4 beats. So that I sort of combined our outlining of the chord, because I went from the 1 to the 3, which is F to A, and then I started stepping up to the C. But you can see I ran out of beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, C. Perfect. So going from the C to the F, we're going to have, and then from our F to our C, we've got, so right there, we can put them together a little bit. So try a couple of those. See how you can get from one root note to the next. You may have to walk a little further away and come back if they're close to each other. But so that's another thing, almost more conceptually than in your fingers, that you want to kind of get down in your mind. Then, once you've got those 2 parts, you can put them together. So I'll show you a slow walking line, just me, so you can hear what it would sound like combining those 2 ideas, the outlining of the chords and the just walking up with some half notes in there. Okay. Now let's hear what it sounds like with some music.